Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode here at WILDMAN Lives. I'm your host, WILDMAN. Now, on today's episode, I just wanted to reiterate how much I love working out at my own gym, at my house, in my backyard, because everything that I want and need to fulfill what I want to do on a daily basis and to get the workouts and the movements done that I want done, I have everything that I need. But sometimes I have to go to a commercial gym sometimes just because it's more of a convenience for me than to come all the way home and work out on some days. And on those days, I can't always plan on having the stuff that I need there in order to fulfill what I had set for that day. So let's pop into today's workout and let me show you how I kind of have to use what I can use in the gym in order to fulfill my workout needs. So on today's giant set, I'm doing the axle bar deadlift. And that bar is 2 inches thicker in diameter than a normal barbell, has no knurling, and the ends do not rotate. It's also 30 pounds instead of 45 pounds like the traditional barbell. So if you're doing gym math, that's why the gym math isn't adding up. I'm also doing weighted sit-ups in between. I started doing these on deadlift day, and I found that it really warms me up for my deadlifts. And I'm going to be doing the assault bike as well, and that's going to be the giant set for the day. And as I go up in weight, I'm going to be using straps because this barbell is super thick, and I'm not doing the mixed grip anymore because that's how I ended up getting bicep surgery because I tore my bicep. And so I'm only going to start doing either the overhand grip or I'm going to be using straps. But since I'm a strongman, straps are allowed to be used in competition and are actually encouraged in training. So I kind of lucked out there that at least in the sport that I want to do, straps play a major part in it. Now, as I'm going up in weight, I'm going to be doing singles deadlifts, which you can see I completely decompress and then get tight and then start again from the bottom. The reason why I'm doing this is because if you just go in a straight rep motion, it's actually a lot easier. Typically, the first rep is the hardest rep to do, and your second rep will be a lot easier because lowering it down from the bottom and then pulling it up is a lot easier than starting from a dead stop, which is why it's called a deadlift to begin with, ironically. So this is my last set of 3 singles. Now, as I'm going up in weight, I'm only going to start doing 1 single until I get to my top set. And once I get to my top set, I'm going to do 3 reps, but they won't be in single forms. It's going to be in 1 single followed by a continuous rep scheme until I hit 3. And that was my plan for today, but I didn't want to blow myself out doing 3 all the way up, especially on the deadlift because it zaps your central nervous system. So this is the set before my top set. And it went super smooth, super fast, so I knew today was going to be a good day. Until I realized that the weight at the end was too big and I wasn't going to be able to put a collar on the end of it. So typically I have a gym bag that I usually pack extra small thin collars in, but I didn't have that. So look what I had to do instead. I had to MacGyver this thing to the bar with bands. And to tell you the truth, I'm really glad I did it. I was a little skeptical when I first did it, but it did its job. It held the weights on there and I hit my PR for the day. So I was very pleased with that. Now for the variation giant set, I was doing pen lay rows with the axle bar. And what I should have done was left it at this weight because this is the correct form. This is the correct way to do a pen lay row with a barbell or with an axle bar. And I kept it in the same format of the giant set from doing weighted pull-ups and the assault bike. Now you can see my form starts to break down as it got heavier. So what I should have done was just left it at 120 and did proper form pen lay rows. Now this is starting to get atrocious here. As it gets heavier, I'm mainly just picking it up and letting it drop down. And the reason why I was doing that was because I was trying to work my grip as well. And this just wasn't a good exercise to do that. You don't want any body English at all when you're doing the pen lay row. It is strictly what it's supposed to be, which is a bent over strict row. And then I tried it with the straps and going up in weight to see if that would work. But as you can see, this is just atrocious. I should have just never done this to begin with. So don't do pen lay rows like me in the future. So there you have it. Sometimes you have to use a little ingenuity when you're in the gym and use what's available to you and create a way in order to get what you need to get done in the gym that day, like I did. Stay tuned for the next episode because I'm going to be lifting this 600-pound yoke for 15 meters, and I'm also going to be doing bench press this day as well. And I'll also be talking about some more fun stuff to do while you're in the gym. I'll see you next time. Thank you.